What is up, everybody? Good morning out there. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Logan. I'm the student pastor here at Centerpoint. And welcome to yet another edition of CP Students Summer Sundays. We're so happy that you guys decided to join us. This is for 6th through 12th grade, so if you're not 6th through 12th grade, get out. I'm just kidding. Don't get out. We want you to chill and hang out with us too. That's fine. But this is an environment specifically created for 6th through 12th graders, and so we're so excited that you guys decided to join us this morning on our YouTube page. So make sure you say what's up in the chat. Micah and Colton are in there hanging out as well, so make sure you say hello. If you need anything, they've got your back. They've got you covered. I'll be in the chat as well in a little bit. So yeah, like I said, make sure you say hello. If you're new, it's your first time, please say that as well, because we'd love to get to know you and connect with you a little bit. Again, thanks so much for joining us. You had anything you could do this morning, but you decided to come hang out with us here on our YouTube channel. So glad you guys are here. This morning is going to be a little bit different than what we normally have. Usually we got some worship. We're not going to have any worship for you today. Colton is going to be here. He's going to be teaching. So instead of worship, he's just going to be teaching, bringing the word a little bit, and it's going to be awesome. But we have a special interview today with an awesome guest that I can't wait for you to get to know her. Some of you already know her because you might be one of her girls in her small group. Her name is Ashton, and she is awesome. She's one of our high school students here, so you're going to get to know her in just a little bit. But before we go any further, as usual, because I have no choice and I've committed myself to it at this point, I have to give Micah 60 seconds to say something that he wants to say. So, you know, it is what it is. Here we go. 60 seconds. It's another Micah's Minute.
What's up, guys? Today on another episode of Micah's Minute, we are going to talk about what the best animated TV show or cartoon, whichever you like, is. The best ever. And that is the best ever Teen Titans. Yes, sir. Teen Titans is the best TV show, cartoon, animated TV show, whatever you want to call it, ever. All time. And now I want you to notice something. I didn't put Teen Titans Go with a little exclamation point. Because guess what? Teen Titans Go with an exclamation point? It's terrible. Worst thing ever. They make a joke of it. It's a fake. It's stupid. They think it's so funny. There's no drama. There's no plot. It's just some stupid little joke. And that is why I'm telling you, you have to watch the actual original Teen Titans. You got Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire. All 5. And I'm telling you, if you have not seen it, get the 5-season set at Walmart. It's there. I have it. The best animated TV show of all time. I promise.
So there you go. Yet another's Micah's Minute. And I don't really know a lot about Teen Titans. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever seen it before. So I know Micah's probably ticked at me for even saying that. I've never seen it. My opinion, my favorite cartoons are actually probably some of the ones I have right now on my shirt. Old school Nickelodeon guy. Big fan of Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Doug. Those are some classic ones. Rocket Power. Those are some of my favorite animated TV shows of all time, so they're really, really good. But we'd love to hear from you in the chat. What is your favorite animated TV show as well? Hey, moving right along this morning, we are gonna play a game here shortly, which I'm really excited about. And we played this game last week, had a lot of fun with it, so I think you're gonna like it again. I'm gonna bring Colton and Micah back up here in just a second, and you're gonna see us fight it out yet again with another edition of Would You Rather Quarantine Edition. Check it out. All right, friends, here we go. We are back with yet another edition.
Here we
yes,
go.
We are. This is Would You Rather 2 Quarantine Edition, or Would You Rather Quarantine Edition 2, I think actually is probably what it is. Anyway, so we did this last week. We're going to do it again this week. Again, the way this game works, I'm going to ask a Would You Rather question.
You're gonna...
No, I didn't. I moved my phone.
Oh, okay.
That's a weird noise.
That's a weird fart noise
I
right there.
was like, we're not letting that go.
No, it was not a fart, I promise you. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, the way this game works is I'm going to ask us a quarantine would you rather question. We haven't seen any of these yet, so you're seeing them the first time as we are. And then we're going to answer that. We're going to have a little debate here. We'd love for you to debate as well in the chat. We're in a series called In My Opinion, so we want to hear your opinion on this. So make sure you throw it there in the chat and let us know maybe who wins our own debates here too. We'd love to hear that. So, without further ado, here we go. Y'all ready, boys?
I'm ready. Round 2.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, here we go. The first one is this: a quarantine smoothie that consists. The first one is this: it's chicken, Oreo, mustard, and peach jelly.
No.
Or beef, peanut butter, Cheez-It, and flour.
Definitely that one.
Second one.
Beef, peanut butter, Cheez-It, and flour.
I'm not even thinking about the combination. I'm just thinking about I like each of those ingredients, so I'm doing that.
So the
flour's not gonna taste like anything.
No,
neither the Cheez-It.
It's basically beef and
peanut butter, and they'll complement each other well.
You can make that work.
Like maybe we'll try that next week. Yeah, we'll try it on
here.
The
only thing is is the beef gonna blend well though?
Yeah, there's no liquid in there, so it's gonna be like
right. Well, I assume you put ice in there. You put ice in there.
Yeah.
You put some ice.
Definitely. You're gonna be drinking this thing with
sauce. Yeah. So the second one, I agree. We all agree on that. We'd love to hear what you think in the chat. But beef is what we're going with. Beef peanut butter, cheese, and
smell like beef.
Ooh.
I smell like beef.
Beef and cheese. You stink. You smell like beef and cheese. You're not the real Santa. Sorry.
Anyways,
great movie. Okay, here we go. Another food question. Mom is making weird dessert. So weird dessert number 1 is chocolate covered meatloaf or chocolate covered sushi. What would you rather? Both are pretty gross.
Either of those.
Both are pretty terrible.
Meatloaf has ketchup on it, right?
Well, it's gonna be replaced with
right
chocolate.
now it's got chocolate on it.
Oh, so it's just chocolate and meat. I can do that.
I think
Yeah, I'd go chocolate meatloaf. Chocolate meatloaf.
Give me that.
Sushi, I already am very sketchy about.
Sushi's good, but
yeah.
I hate it.
Chocolate meatloaf.
Everything.
If sushi's not okay, please. If you think sushi is not a normal food, like not most people like sushi.
A lot of people.
No,
a lot of people like sushi.
Well, that's dumb. So.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, we're changing the subject here a little bit. Would you rather only have Disney songs blaring in your room every day?
Oh yeah.
Or
I don't even care what the second one is.
That's what
I don't even care what the second one is.
All day. Or Justin Bieber songs blaring in your room every day.
There's still 2 good options.
Honestly, we can do both.
I'll do Justin though. If I had to pick, I'd go Justin.
That's good.
I take Justin or Disney. I'm happy with either one. Yeah. So if that has to happen to me,
you
I'm
pick
down.
for me. You pick for me.
You let us know. We're down with it.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Family's important, even in quarantine. Yes. All right. Would you rather have a 5-hour Zoom call with your extended family and you can't turn the mic or camera off? Or have your extended family stay with you for 5 days?
Zoom call.
5 days?
Zoom call.
Oh, Zoom call.
Zoom call.
Look, here's the thing.
It doesn't say you can't leave the Zoom call, right?
No, you can't leave the Zoom call. Your camera and mic has to stay on.
Does it have to be in the camera shot?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
still,
you do.
Still, though, look.
Zoom call.
You're gonna be suffering either way. So you might as well suffer for like a short amount of time for 5 hours and just get it over with.
Extended families. I love mine. For the most part.
That's everybody.
Look, I'll be honest with you. My extended family was here last week for like 10 days. So I had that but doubled. So I don't really mind. That's fine. The Zoom call is.
Zoom call.
This all goes under the assumption that your extended family is a bad thing. So if that's where you're at, Zoom call makes sense. I'm okay with the visit, I guess.
I hope mine doesn't.
Plus, they can babysit the twins.
There you go.
But my family, they babysit twins. It was great, helpful. All right, here we go. Your clothes are wearing down, so you have to get new clothes. Would you rather only wear your parents' clothes or clothes that your siblings pick out from you that have to come from Walmart?
Walmart's got a good line out right now.
Walmart does have nice clothes. The hoodie I wore last week, I believe, was like $8 at Walmart.
Do not be hating on Walmart.
I'm not hating on Walmart.
My sister has a great style.
My brother and sister-in-law.
Take that back. She's got a different style, but I think she knows my style pretty well. So I would take the Walmart option for my sibling, hands down.
No,
Micah?
I'm not trusting my little brother.
You're gonna wear your dad's clothes?
Because hey, here's the thing. My dad.
I know your dad.
Yeah, if you don't know my dad, huge Michigan fan just like me. He probably has like 30, maybe 40 Michigan shirts and like hoodies. Yeah. So I could just wear Michigan the whole time. I'd be fine. So.
Is the size issue a thing? I mean, your dad and you are your different sizes?
He's like an extra large, like maybe a
double
XL. So it'd be a little baggy, but I can make it work.
Okay.
So we're definitely going that.
All right. You're out there.
There we go. All right. Drinks are running out in the fridge. Would you rather drink a whole bottle of prune juice
Oh.
You're gonna poop for days.
Or a whole bottle of soy sauce.
Oh no. Okay.
Yo, this was so bad. Because honestly, prune juice will make you poop
For
a lot.
days.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Bro.
Yes.
I didn't try it.
Prune juice will wreck your
Prune
life.
juice is, look, that's what
Yeah.
we gave the boys when they were constipated.
Yeah,
was
prune juice will wreck you.
It
But
will
the thing with
mess
soy
you up.
sauce,
Wait, what does it taste like?
it's so soft. Well, soy
It's-
sauce is so
I know,
salty.
I know.
Soy sauce is
So
This is a very hard one.
Oh.
How big is a bottle of soy sauce? Like this
I
big?
mean, it's like yay big probably. Yeah,
Yeah, but your bottle. I'm taking that prune juice.
I'd go prune juice.
Clean
I'm
me
just-
out,
yeah.
baby.
We're starting to cleanse. Exactly.
Would I be able to handle the taste of prune juice thing?
No.
No, you would hate
It's
it.
similar to like a grape or a plum.
I can drink grape
Exactly.
juice. Like communion. It's just grape juice.
Yes.
Take a
You
shot
think of
for
this
it.
as a giant communion. That'll help you
That'll
out.
make you poop out.
That will help
For-
you.
we'll go
man.
prune then.
The Lord will clean you out.
Amen.
We'll say
amen.
that. The Lord
Yeah.
will clean
And
you
he will
out.
be cleansed.
Yes, he will. All
Shit
right.
about that, huh?
Would you rather run out of toilet paper or lose access to video games and streaming platforms?
That's funny. Imagine not having video games or streaming. No
I'll be
way.
fine.
So you said you'd rather run out of toilet paper.
100%.
What are you gonna use? Okay.
Bidet. I don't care.
Back to the bidet again.
or
Here we go.
literally, even if we didn't have a bidet, I would just take a shower
You
every
don't
time
even
after I
like
poop.
the bidet.
I don't. It's not. Yeah, they're overrated. Literally, even if I didn't, I would just take a shower every time after I have to poop.
All right.
I have a headache.
That's disgusting. You're
You
sick.
don't have
You're sick.
stream.
All right. Would you rather be quarantined in a room with Barney or be quarantined in a room with Elmo?
Oh goodness.
Both would be incredibly annoying.
Elmo would get on my little ass.
I would punt that. I would rip his
I would.
head off. I would. Yeah, but Barney's always trying to give you a hug.
He is.
It's
you, boys.
like, I love you.
I would
Big old
probably
purple dinosaur,
choose-
Barney.
I'm Barneying.
Elmo would get on
I
my
guess. I don't know. Honestly,
Yeah.
it would both be bad.
Yeah.
It would hopefully
Elmo
this
can
never
never find
happens.
his blankie. It's just it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, hopefully it never.
But I've
never
seen
happens.
Elmo and Grouchland. I know he loses his blankie.
All right, would you? This is maybe our last one. We have one more for this. Would you be allowed on TikTok as your only social media,
No.
or be allowed to only watch SpongeBob? That's all you can watch.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's fine.
SpongeBob.
I'll watch
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I think you guys all know my feelings on TikTok.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
No way.
That's fine.
Go
No
watch
way.
Micah's Minute on.
I think I would probably choose TikTok. To
Dang.
be honest.
That is that sad.
That's
You've
my only
changed.
social media outlet. Yeah.
No,
You've
that's
changed.
SpongeBob.
You-
SpongeBob would get so old after a while.
There's so many seasons. You can make it last.
you're fine.
It would get tough
Toxic.
after a while, y'all.
Toxic.
I
Tick.
don't know.
Toxic.
Y'all are so
Thank you.
stupid. Y'all are so All right, let's see. The last one. Let me find the. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. This may be a good one here. I'm trying to read it as we're kind of going through it. Would you rather only be able to go on dates through Zoom until your wedding day? Well, we're already married, so
We're already
this is
married.
really for you.
Oh, here we go.
Or have your parents join for every date you go on in person until your wedding day. Let's go! This is a good one. Micah has a girlfriend, just so
Kayla,
everyone
if you're
knows.
watching.
Kayla, what up? Kid Snake.
In the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
What up?
Micah,
Everybody say hey.
putting you on the spot here. Kayla, in
leave
case
you-
you're watching, this is important for you to know.
Through Zoom?
Yeah, Kayla
Zoom,
would be like,
you can only
this is your
do-
date.
This is your date right
No,
here.
I know because of quarantine.
Can you only Zoom from now until the time you potentially get married? Or
And the parents
Or
parents are with
parents
you the
have-
whole time, like
not on
every
Zoom.
day. No,
No.
but during like every
Every
single other
day.
day.
every
like-
other day, yes,
Like, you're
parents
about
are
to
there.
put your arm around her and you accidentally put it around your mom.
Or as you're doing that, her dad is sitting right there and you actually touch him on the shoulder.
Yikes.
Wait, is it her parents too? Like,
No,
is it-
technically
I
it's just
think
your
it's your
parents.
parents.
But your parents are
though. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this.
You
but,
have to
like,
answer the question, Micah. We don't have to answer
I-
because we're married, so sorry.
In a way, I want to say Zoom, but also like then you just can't. I guess I have to go every date with them.
What if she has like 3 legs? You'd have no idea. If it was Zoom.
What?
Well, what?
You would know.
Who has 3 legs? Kayla?
Yeah.
No, I know. I've seen her in person now.
Listen. When you're zooming, it's like here.
Well, yeah,
this is all
but
you
I've already seen her in person before,
But
so
what
I
if
know
you
she's
never did? What if you never did? You
Oh,
have
never
no
before
idea.
then?
She
Well,
got
yeah.
she got 3
That's
legs.
why, even though it's
She could never be a mermaid.
It's a tough call.
She could be a mermaid. He is right.
Okay, so because I have to find out if she's not a mermaid or not, we're going with in person. Parents will be there for everyone.
There you have it. What would you guys do in the chat? Would love to hear.
I don't know. That's the toughest one.
Kayla, what's your answer?
Kayla, I would love to hear from you specifically, Kayla.
You would never know.
What would you do? Would you rather
oh my gosh,
go on a date with Micah and his parents every time until you get married, or would you rather only Zoom date with him and that's it?
She'd have no idea how tall I was
Honestly,
until their wedding day.
We should ask Kayla if she could do. We should try this. We should try this. One of these.
That would be, yeah.
Man.
What should we try?
Like if this could happen. This is real life.
Oh.
From now on, the rest of the days.
No, I don't think we should do that. I think that's pretty stupid.
What do you think?
Kayla, let us know.
Chat.
Guys in the chat, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Anyway, this has been another edition of Would You Rather Quarantine Edition.
Get out of here.
Love Micah.
Gosh.
Thanks, Micah.
Appreciate it.
He's out. Yeah, he's out this time. So that's it. All right, we're gonna keep rolling right along. Hey, there you have it. More controversy between us here. We'd love to hear from you in the chat. What do you guys think about that? Who got the best of those arguments? What are your opinions? Where do you guys fall into those categories? Would love to hear from you. Hey, as we continue this morning, like I said earlier, we have a special guest this morning that I'm really, really excited to talk to her. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But without any further introduction, I'm going to bring up my good friend, Ashton Nickulis, and she has got some really, really good stuff for you, and we're going to talk to her for just a few minutes, so hopefully you get to know Ashton a little bit and hear a little bit of her story, who she is, and why she serves here in CP Students. Check it out. What's up, everyone? I am here with our good friend Ashton. Everyone say hello out there in YouTube land to Ashton. She's awesome. One of our small group leaders and one of our current high school students as well. Ashton, what's up? How are you? You doing good?
Yep, I'm doing good.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about what grade you're in and kind of what grade you lead, and tell us where you serve.
So I am now a junior. I am 16 years old. I lead the up to be 7th grade girls.
Okay.
I started leading with them when they were in 5th grade, so I've been with them for 2 years, and it's so fun just being with them. I love serving, so that's just like a perk.
Cool, awesome. We're going to talk a little bit more about her serving specifically in a minute. I just want to hear a little bit about you, kind of your story. Tell me a little bit about, what life is like for you, maybe how you came to know Jesus, that type of thing. Like, let's just get to know Ashton a little bit.
Oh Lord, okay. So, I grew up in like the traditional American home. We went to church every Sunday, just went to small group every Sunday. We memorized Bible verses for a thing called Awana.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a bunch of stuff like that, but there was a lot of verbal abuse in my home by my father, but my mom was always there to kind of help us. She was always there to stand up for us, always everything like that. So the way I found Jesus was when my parents finalized their divorce in my 7th grade year. My dad had been moved out for probably a year and a half, so I was it didn't really faze me. But what really hit me hard was I would have to go to his house and stay at his house for every other weekend. And that kind of hit me really hard because my mom's my best friend. Sorry, I'm gonna cry.
You're okay.
My mom's my best friend. I love having her in my life, and it was hard for me to not be able to see her every day. But what helped me get through the anxiety and the sadness of doing that was actually my small group. My small group, I am totally okay with saying everything to them. I can be blunt, I can be kidding, I can be sarcastic, whatever. They don't care. They're always there for me. And what's helpful is even if I didn't want to say something, they knew something was wrong by the way I was acting, and they were always there for me.
Yeah.
No matter what I went through, no matter how sad I was, everything was like they were always there for me.
Right.
And like the biggest moment for me was going to Big Stuff my freshman year. That's when I got baptized for the first time. That was a huge moment for me. That was a huge step for me. Because for a really long time I was really angry at God. Because I thought, why is he doing this? Why is he bringing this pain into my life? But then I realized it's not him, it's just how life is. You roll with the punches make you stronger. So big stuff was a huge stepping stone for me, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to try to be a small group leader, and hopefully this works.
Yeah, that's awesome. So kind of what I'm getting out of it, which I think is great, is so you had your small group, and it was a huge part of your life, and you felt comfortable, and you loved the fact that you could cut up, kid with them, be honest, be blunt, that whole thing. And so that kind of spurred you along, honestly, right, to lead and basically provide that type of same thing for your girls, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. I love that. Very, very cool. Okay, so you've been serving now, you said the 7th grade girls, about to be 7th grade girls, for a couple of years. Tell me a little bit about, like, why. Why do you serve? Why do you like to serve? What maybe you get out of that?
So I have a serving heart, which is, for me, I love serving people. When I was like 2, I was serving with my mom down at we serve at this church called the Happy Church. We would hand out food to homeless people, we would collect food, we would make sandwiches and pass them out to kids who were less fortunate, things like that, and it was just so fun for me.
Yeah.
I put in so much hard work, so much sweat, so many tears, and it was just like that's what built me up to where I am now. And being able to accept Jesus in my life made me feel like, okay, I'm at a point in my life where I actually want to be able to bring this back into somebody else's life. I want to be able to show somebody else, hey, this helped me. If you're in a similar kind of situation, or you just feel sad or just need it, I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to help you.
That's awesome. I love that. So what would you say, because I think it's easy, especially for high school students, to think like, hey, I'm not good enough. Like, there's no way I can lead, or I don't know enough of the Bible, or I'm scared to talk in groups, whatever it might be. What would you say to other high school students who, like I said, may have reservations about wanting to serve, and not just high school students, but middle school students too, like about saying, hey, I'm not qualified, I'm not good enough to serve? What would you tell them?
Oh, I totally feel that pain. I totally understand that. When I started serving, I'm horrified to talk in front of groups. I am horrified to be like a leader setting. It scares the crap out of me still. So what I suggest to do is just push through it. I suffer from anxiety, and so like even if I go to church on Sunday and am leading, I have so much anxiety about it. But just being able to push through it and see my girls' faces, it's so much more fun, because then once you actually get to, like, first weekend, you're gonna be nervous as crap. I felt like I was gonna pee myself the first day. But when I got into it and I first met my girls, I was like, oh, why am I nervous about this? This is easy. Right. And you may not feel like, oh, I'm not qualified to do this. I'm not qualified to do this. I'm 16. Why do you think I would be qualified to do this? The amount of leadership and power that you actually give us to lead these people is kind of astonishing. It's really fun though, because it's like you give people who are like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I'm qualified, I don't think I can, and then show them like the ropes of how to do it, and then they kind of get their groove in it. It's so much more fun. Yeah,
that's awesome. I love that. That's a really cool way to put it. Yeah, that's great. So kind of the last question I have for you is, if you could tell students in general, high school, middle school students, just kind of one encouragement about serving, maybe why they should do it, what they could, what they can gain out of it, not even that, but just like why do you think it's important for them to serve and to jump in and get connected somewhere?
So the best thing about serving and why you should do it is you're making an impression on somebody else's life. The impression that my youth group leaders made on me saved my life, because I was considering suicide for a really long time. But the way that they stepped up to the plate for it and was able to serve me in that way, I felt so much better. And I want to be able to step up to the plate for somebody else. Somebody who's sad, somebody who's just like, I need a friend. I want to be able to step up to the plate for that. And if you feel like you can do that for somebody, do it. You don't have to be a leader. Just be there for somebody. Be there for a group. And you will be fine.
Yeah, that's great. That's so powerful. It's good. I love it. Well, thanks for being a part of our team. Thanks for leading students. You're awesome. So glad that you were able to come and just kind of share your story and your heart. And yeah, we love you. So we'll see you later. All right. Well, guys, make sure you tell Ashton how awesome she is. And look, if you want to get connected, get involved and serve, let us know. Would love to get you guys plugged in somewhere because, like she said, it's important and you can have a huge impact on somebody's life. So yeah, let us know. We'd love to have you guys serve with us. Hey, thanks so much, Ashton, for sitting down and chatting with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. And I would encourage you, if you don't have a place to serve yet, even though I know we're not meeting in person, let us know. We would love to get you connected and plugged into serving. If you're a high school student and you want to serve in middle school like she does, we would love that. We need more people who are invested and involved in the lives of middle schoolers. And middle school, you are not out of the question either. We want you to serve as well. There's plenty of places down in CP Kids that you can serve. And so just let us know if you guys want to get connected and plugged in somewhere in our church to serve. Let us know in the chat right now, and we will take your information and get you connected with the right ministry because we believe that serving is a big part of living out the calling that God has put on our lives. And so we hope that you guys will take us up on that opportunity and jump in to serve somewhere. Hey, as we keep moving this morning, I'm really excited that Colton is going to get to speak to you guys. Normally you get to hear Colton behind the mic as he's singing and leading you in worship, but I love it when Colton gets a chance to lead and to teach as well. So I'm going to turn it over to him. He's got a great word for you as we finish up our series called In My Opinion. So Colton, take it away, buddy.
Alright, tell me something. Does your school have cliques? Or does your church have cliques? You've probably heard this talk 1,000 times, and in your head you're probably thinking about those cliques. And I'm just gonna guess that your answer is probably yes, right? At school, you have your jocks, you got the cheerleaders, you have the band kids, you have the smart kids, you have the not so smart kids, you have there's so many cliques, especially at church, right? When we come to youth group, we know that there's this group and there's this group, and then there's that one kid who sits over there by himself or over there by himself. Bottom line is, all of our social places, they're filled with cliques. And if I had to guess, you probably have an opinion about the people in those cliques, or about the person sitting by themselves. Like, the jocks do this, right? The cheerleaders, they are, the band kids, I don't like it when they, the smart person's always, right? And you can honestly probably fill in the blank, right, in your head with what I'm saying. But let me ask you something. Is that right? Is that okay? Is your opinion of somebody true about them? Probably not, but in a lot of circumstances, in your mind, the opinion that you have of them is what is true, right? I could look at Micah, right? Let's take Micah for example, and I could say that, oh, he just plays video games all day long, and that's all he does, and he's a video game nerd, right? I could have that opinion of him in my head, which probably isn't true. He probably just does it because he's bored. He's probably not a nerd. Maybe he is. I don't know. But listen, my opinion of him doesn't necessarily make him who he is, right? Let me just tell you a story about a kid that I knew when I was in middle school. His name was Jared, and Jared was a jerk. No one liked Jared. He was mean. Every time someone would go talk to him, he would just scream at him. He'd yell at him. He was the kid that was throwing people like me into the locker, right? Think about that person in your school, that Jared in your life. You probably know exactly who they are. Yeah, well, that was him. Not a fan, right? He was so mean. Just every single time that you wanted to have a conversation with one of his friends, which he didn't have a whole lot of, he would butt in and pretty much kick you out. Or if he didn't like what you were wearing that day, he'd push you to the ground. You got an idea? No one liked Jared. That's all I have to say. Just kidding. Right? So think about Jared. Think about that person that you know that you might be thinking of who's like him, and hold it right there, because we'll touch on that at the end. Look, we all have opinions about people, or about our friends or our family, right? You have an opinion about that group that maybe makes fun of you at school, or you have an opinion about the rest of the football team because you maybe didn't make it onto it, right? In your head, you are making conclusions about who those people are. But in reality, who Jesus calls them to be and who God says they are is who they are, not your opinion of them. Let's go back into Scripture and kind of pinpoint a story where this is shown. It's in the book of John. And if you do not know who John is, this is like Jesus's guy. This is his dude. This is his homie, right? He even says in Scripture that he calls himself, I am the one that you love, right? Hello, I'm John, the one Jesus loves, right? This is like John's best friend. And what John did was he wrote a lot of stuff in the New Testament about Jesus and about what he did when he was hanging out with Jesus. So picture this. In the book of John, Jesus is teaching to a group of people like he usually did on his mission. He was teaching to them, and a group of religious leaders walked up to Jesus and this crowd of people with a woman who had been caught in adultery. So we know the story that the religious leader is pretty much like, hey Jesus, hey guy, big guy on the block, like we've heard a lot about you. This woman got caught sleeping with another guy, not her husband. Awkward. What do you want to do? What should we do? Because in the law of Moses, it says that we should stone her, right? It says it right here in John 8:4-5. Teacher, they said to Jesus, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. The law of Moses says to stone her. What do you say? If you don't know what stoning means, it means that they would actually throw rocks or stones at this person who has been caught in sin until they died. They would literally throw heavy rocks at them until they died. And Jesus kind of just stands there, right? You know, the religious leaders kept talking, what do you want to do? What should we do, Jesus? And he kind of just stands there. And let's go back into Scripture. Right, it picks up in verse 7. It says, the religious leaders kept demanding an answer. So finally, he stood up and he said, all right, but let the one who has not sinned throw the first stone. Then Jesus sat down and started to write in the dirt. Okay, let's pause there. So you're telling me that these people come to Jesus in this group of people and they say, look, she has sinned. The law says that we should stone her. What do you say? Jesus did not have time for these religious leaders, right? He did not have time for these righteous people. He was pretty much like, look, for all y'all who haven't sinned, you can throw the stone. And then Jesus just sits down and starts playing in the dirt, right? He's like, I do not have time. Well, then finally, one by one, the religious leaders have a heart check. They look into their heart and they're like, yep, you know, I've sinned before and I don't want to be stoned. But maybe she doesn't need to be either. So one by one, the religious leaders walk away until finally it's just Jesus and this woman. And it picks up in Scripture right here. It says, then Jesus stood up again and said to the woman, where are your accusers? Where'd they go? Didn't even one of them condemn you? No, Lord, she said. And Jesus said, neither do I. Go and sin no more. Man, I love that Scripture, right? There's so much more to the story than people's judgment or opinion of it, right? The righteous people are walking into this place thinking, oh, we are so right. Jesus is definitely going to stay. Let's stone her. But the opposite happens. Jesus is like, look, you guys are just as bad, right? You guys are probably doing worse things. So if you've not sinned, then you can throw the stone. And like I said, one by one, they had that heart check. They looked inside and said, oh man, we can't do this. And one by one, they went away. Then Jesus knelt down to this poor woman, and he's like, did any of them condemn you? No, and neither do I. Go and sin no more. Right? That woman was a child, was a sister, was a daughter, and Jesus saw the value in them. He saw deeper than what is on the outside because he sees what's on the inside. And I really think that this is what you should do with your people and your cliques and the people that you see in school. Listen, what I didn't know about Jared was that when he was 3 years old, his dad left his family, right? Him and his younger brother, his dad left. And what I also didn't know, that 3 months ago before this had happened, Jared's mom got a really bad diagnosis of pancreatic cancer, stage 4, and that she really wasn't even supposed to be alive right now. Right, so Jared doesn't have a father figure in his life, and his mom is literally knocking on death's doorstep, and he has a little brother that he's got to take care of. I'll never forget the moment where I was walking outside at recess and another group of people came up to me and started bullying me. And you know who came and had my back? Jared. This person that had beat me up before was protecting me from this group of people, right? And then I just had to take a step back and realize I've had the wrong idea about this guy this whole entire time. So many people probably have the wrong idea about him. And if we're honest with ourselves, we have the wrong idea and the wrong thoughts and the wrong opinions of pretty much everybody, right? We look at the cheerleaders and we think, oh, they are just all about themselves, when probably they might be the nicest people in the school, but you don't know because you've never given them a chance. Look, there's so much more to others than your opinion about them, because just as Jesus says to you, I know you, I formed you in your mother's womb, I love you, and I died on the cross for you. He did that to your accusers. He did that for the people that you might not like. He did that for the people that you have a negative opinion on. And maybe if you look at them as a daughter or a son of God, then maybe, just maybe, you can look into their heart and see the truth in that. Look, listen, we're all not perfect. We all have this issue of judging others and having opinions of people. That's our human nature. That is the sin in us as human. But we can be bigger than that. We can be greater than that. We can have opinions of people because of who God says that they are, not what we think of them. Look, I've loved this series. It has made me look deep into my heart about the opinions that I have of other people, and it makes me want to change who I am, and it makes me want to look at people the way that Jesus looks at them. Our opinions matter as long as we're looking at the heart, not what's on the outside. All right, look, I don't have anything else. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Let's wrap it up.
Colton, thanks so much for a great talk this morning on judgment and wrapping up this series for us. I hope it's been a good one for you. There's a lot of stuff to kind of unpack with this, and hopefully you've been able to do that over the last few weeks here in the chat. If you haven't and you still have questions and you want to follow up and talk to someone about that, just let us know. Maybe even reach out to your small group leader. We would love to continue this conversation with you guys about opinions and judgment and what that looks like for us as we try to follow Jesus in our world, because that's not an easy thing to do. It can be tough. So yeah, Colton, thanks again for that great message. Really, really appreciated it. Hey, look, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I want to let you know of one thing real quick before I let you go, and that is this. This Wednesday, we are airing our CPSM Worship Collective release party on our YouTube channel. It happened back in February, just before things got crazy and shut down. We were able to do this night of worship with the entire church, and if you weren't there, it was an incredible, incredible night. The Spirit showed up and moved in amazing ways. And so we're going to be re-airing that on our YouTube channel again this Wednesday. We want you to join in with us. We'll have the live chat rolling. And we're going to have some special guests join us. Some of the CPSM Worship Collective members are going to be there. And they'll be in the chat as well, so you can ask questions, talk to them, get to know them a little bit. We would love for you to interact with the guys and girls in that band. They're incredible people and want to get to know you a little bit more as well. So make sure you join us this Wednesday, 7 p.m. for that on our YouTube channel. It is going to be an awesome night. Would love just to worship with you guys all again together. So Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We'll see you here, right here on our YouTube channel. Hey, thanks again so much for joining us this morning. We love you guys. We will be back here next week as we start a new series. Same time, same place, right here on YouTube. And yeah, y'all have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye.